Deep within the earth, there is a thing that sleeps. It has slept for an unfathomably long time. With this slumber comes dreams and nightmares. The psychic influence it has on the world is so powerful, those same dreams manifest in our reality. So too do the nightmares. That's what brought me to you. Umbra Corp. Under the guise of a humanitarian corporation, this multi-government funded secret militia makes deals with nightmares to fight nightmares. Children with numbers instead of names bred to fight evil. That is where my power comes from. The power you saw that day. It was supposed to be a simple extermination mission with my team and I. Even more so, the area was supposed to be uninhabited. I guess the storm messed with our scans. I didn't know why then I did what I did, but despite my training in all of that chaos, I chose to save you. I had never had a home or a real family in that underground training compound I grew up in, but you cared for me. When I told you I needed blood to regain my strength, you gave me your own. I'll never forget that. You called me... what was it? Sinthya. You said it was because I was as beautiful as your favorite flower, the hyacinth. I still don't know what exactly I felt that day, but I wish to feel it again. So when your village was attacked by the same nightmare and my team caught up with us, I was forced to finish the mission. With that, the amnesiac gases we used to keep the public unaware was dispersed throughout the town. Nobody but the operators there should remember anything that happened that day. But they say there's 1 in a million cases where the gas doesn't work. Sure, they look like raving madmen, but there are those out there who remember seeing our operations. The corporation usually doesn't do anything about them because they wouldn't be believed anyway, with how well we clean up. I've been on so many missions I've lost count, but I never forgot how you made me feel. Your kindness, your touch. I wish there was a way I could have stayed. So until I find a way, I write to you, hoping that it reaches you well. I pray that you're my 1 in a million. Now, where was I? Another mission today. God, why do they keep scheduling me for these? Hey! Who goes there? Not another step traitor, or I swear to Phyla, you're about to be a stain on the pavement. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. You don't look like Umbra Corp agents to me. Oh, sorry about that. No civilian casualties here. Sorry about that, old sport. You can't be too careful these days, you know? I'm sorry for the paranoia, but that's the only thing that's kept me alive this long. Wait a minute. I know you. You must be here for the debut, right? Well. Look who finally decided to show up. Did you miss me? 'Cause I sure as hell missed you. I hope those dastardly criminals got you all warmed up for me. You didn't actually buy into their stories of innocence, right? Look, I know Phyla looks small and innocent, but trust me, she's hiding a big secret. But since you're all still here, I assume you like what you've seen so far. Luckily for you today, I'm out on parole, so I can spare you a bit of my precious time so you can see a little bit more of what VAllure has to offer. It only takes minutes for someone to bleed out, right? There's no use in unnecessary bloodshed. So let's just go ahead and make this easier for the both of us and get this over with. If you're a particularly good patient, maybe I can even take this to a, private room. But only if you remember to like and subscribe. No such thing as a free lunch, recruit. It's the least you can do for your new commanding officer, isn't that right? Now, to make sure this operation goes over smoothly, I have prepared a little, basic training for you all. Consider this your boot camp. And just because I like you so very much, I'll grant you access to some classified files. You could say we're going in the back door. Well, since we're gonna be spending a bit of time together, I think it's right that we get a little more comfortable, a little more familiar, isn't that right? So, well, I've already given you clearance for this one, don't worry about that, but also, don't get used to it, okay? You're still a rookie after all. If you want more classified things, you're gonna have to behave yourself and make it worth my while. Got it? Good boy. Alright, so, it's about time we get to know each other, right? My name is Sinthya Sanguine of course, VAllure Gen 2 Forbidden, as you've come to know by now. My role is as a combat medic under the Umbra Corporation. My name is Sinthya on account of all the sinful behavior I get up to, and sanguine, the color of blood. And people say VTubers aren't educational. You'll learn well under my command, that's for sure. And I really hope you're a quick learner, cause I have no problems with corporal punishment. Or even capital punishment if you really, really annoy me. Now, my age is wholly unimportant to any of this, but I've been told to inform you of my very unfortunate Zoomer status. It's true, I'm not a hag, I'm sorry to say, and I'm afraid, yes, it is contagious. My birthday is May 26th, which just so happens to be National Dracula Day. You can celebrate it with me by giving me a pint, beer or blood, dealer's choice. And I must say, it being in May's kind of an evil season because after a long and fortunate life of never having allergies, I have them now. So that's just another way the universe nerfs me to stop me from being too powerful. Very nefarious season. I prefer the winter because it fits my gothic aesthetic way more. My height is a very respectable 5'6", and yeah, some people will try to tell you that's just with my boots on and that I'm actually 5'1". That's funny, isn't it? I would like to say to disregard these naysayers, it is just a false flag by the enemy intending to make you think I'm short and small and puntable. Just another propaganda source from the enemy, pay it no mind, I'm very tall. Got it? Good. Now, I speak English and a little bit of German, but es ist schade und mein accent ist auch schade, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on from that. My race, of course, as you've probably come to expect, is in fact vampire. I know, shocking, right? I'm a fun little walking contradiction, a healer who also takes lives, so I have no problem with patching you up right after draining you dry. Your blood, that is. Of course it's your blood. What else would it be? Now, as to the things that I enjoy, I'm happy to say I am a certified lover. I'm a bloomer. I love many things. I may be goth, but I'm full of whimsy, okay? My absolute top interests are horror, weaponry, and medicine. To address the elephant in the room, yes, I do like guns. Whoa, shocker, I know. I think guns are very cool. I'm also by no means an expert or a buff, but I'm eager to learn, and I hope you guys can help fill in the gaps in my knowledge. Amongst some other gaps you can fill in after stream, I do have favorite guns, and believe me, we're gonna get to those later on. As for my other interests, I really like animatronics, I like drawing, I like true crime, and I like you, my new father figure. I know you didn't sign up for that, but I'm a goth girl. I really don't know what you expected. Of course, I have a complex. Who could have seen that one coming? Now, as for my dislikes, I really don't like puzzle games. I'm sorry, you're not gonna see many from me. I've had too many concussions for them to make sense, so you're not gonna see a lot of active combat with me, I have to say. I confuse my left and my right very regularly. I'm really not the brightest. Shocker to absolutely nobody. I also hate Uncanny Valley. I know I like horror, I don't like that. Puppets, dolls, animatronics freaks me out, don't like them, very, very bad. I also don't like loud noises or bright lights because naturally I am a vampire. I have very weak little eyes because I'm nocturnal and from too many nights spent staring at my phone in the darkness reading fan fiction. Speaking of things that I like, let's take a little look. Oh, wow. Oh my god, it reeks of smelly, unwashed zoomer in here. I can practically smell the sweat dripping off my pits. Look at that. I do like anime. I'm kind of cultured, okay? Leave me be. I know these are zoomer interests. Whatever. Very horror-based, as you will come to find. Yes, very good. I see you're all also based. Wonderful. Good to see. We'll get along just fine, you and me. Lots of gothic horror, shock horror, blah, blah, blah. So scary, so scary. Expect a lot of things like that with me. And of course, Five Nights at Freddy's. You're gonna get real sick of me talking about it real soon. As for my favorite video games, because I am a gamer, I'm a variety streamer, you're gonna see a lot of that. I am sorry to say, console heads, I am mostly a PC gamer. Here's a little Cynthia fun fact. I did not have a Windows computer until about 2 years ago. I grew up in a Mac-only household. I'm sure you can deeply understand how painful that was growing up. So, I'm kind of just getting into gaming now, so you guys are gonna have to really hold my hand and teach me new things, okay? You have to hold my hand and take care of me as I learn about new video games. I'm really happy to try out new ones with you. I'll play lots of my old favorites, old classics. Lots of FPS, of course. Naturally. Oh, what was that? Did you guys see that? That was kind of weird, wasn't it? Dude, I swear what was that? Dude, that was really weird. I swear I keep seeing something. Ugh, whatever, probably my imagination. But yes, we'll be playing a lot of games together, you and me. You're gonna hold my hand and teach me to get better FPS because you have to. You're my new dad, right? That means you have to take care of me and hold my hand as we learn new things, right? You're not gonna abandon me, are you? You're not gonna leave me alone. You're not gonna leave, are you? Not after we've just gotten to know each other, right? Please don't leave me! Anyway, so, yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of gaming together. I'm really excited. I'm really, really hyped for that. Moving on. So, speaking of games, speaking of things, speaking of shooters, actually, I mentioned a little bit earlier my favorite guns. And so I'd like to share them with you today. Now, oh boy, getting into this. So, the moment you all been waiting for, please do not argue with my picks. I'm silly. I can't be trusted. This is just my personal opinion. Everybody likes different things. That's okay. There's reasons. So let's go through why I think these are the best. First off, the I'm sorry if I mess up the words. I have dyslexia. So starting off, the M134 minigun. It is simply baller. High rate of fire, Gatling style. What more could you ask for? Oh my god, not much more to say on the matter. It insists upon itself. Next up, we have the Remington 870. I could have switched it out with the Mossberg 590. It doesn't matter. It could have put any single pump-action shotgun on here because they're perfect. There's something really intimate about the pump action, the manual active reloading that really tickles my fancy. Especially if you look your prey in the eyes while you do it. Sorry, getting distracted. I just really like shotguns. No reason why. And then next up we have the FNP90. I wish I could give you a really good explanation for why this is on here, but if we're being really honest, it's because it's an SCP containment breach used by the combative MTF, and I am a sucker for nostalgia. So yeah, that's why it's on here. Sorry, I like video games. I'm silly. So yeah, that's why that's on here. So if you want to hear me yap more about guns, I don't know. You can always subscribe and tell me why I'm wrong about the shotgun being the best one. I don't know. Maybe if we spend some more time together, you can teach me a little thing or two, yeah? We're gonna hear a lot about guns, believe me. Speaking of being under Umbra Corp, I of course have handled my fair share of weapons in my time. Everybody gets firearm training, even if you're pushing papers all day. What I've also handled under Umbra Corp is my fair share of criminals. And the bunch you've been subjected to today is the worst by far. Oh my god, I mean, just take a look at these scoundrels. Oh, they made me sick just looking at them. Don't let their moe appearance fool you. They're absolutely deadly. These dissidents have been on my radar for some time now due to their numerous crimes against humanity as a whole. So you might be thinking, well, Cynthia, you've been hunting them for a while. What do you think of them if you're so familiar with them? Why don't I tell you, huh? Why don't I tell you? So starting off with Ceru Foxhound, we have the dubious leader of the pact. She is probably the most dangerous of them all. Confident, courageous, and, fun fact, not actually a police officer. I know, right? She's got you all completely fooled. She's just a cosplayer. She's a liar. And don't you dare let her smooth demeanor fool you. Because as soon as you're in her cuffs, it's already over, and you're not escaping. Her crime is impersonating an officer. I'll have you know that only officers sanctioned under the Umbra Corporation are legitimate. You have to trust me on this one. Why would I lie to you, of course? Yeah, she's a bit of a flighty broad. I wouldn't trust that one. She's also blonde. Why? Moving on, we have, of course, Willo Wildfire. Bubbly, brash, and her most nefarious thing she can do is always make someone laugh. Very dangerous, very dangerous. That's how she gets her guard down. She's a very mischievous little spirit indeed. She's also cracked at Marvel Rivals. Every time I talk to her, she's playing it, and her dedication frightens me. I'm scared of gamers. Oh god, they're just so scary. I sure hope there's no gamers hiding under my bed. Oh no, guys, oh god, I'm so scared of gamers. It'd be a shame if one was living in my walls right now. Wouldn't that be terrible? Looks directly at you. I mean, hey, I just get so lonely at night. You would keep me company, right? The walls have just been so lonely. You're gonna let me cask of Amontillado you, right? Seal you up in my walls so I can keep you forever and ever 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 and ever? Yeah, that's what I thought. Then, moving on, of course, we have the lovely Mara Vespidae. She is a queen bee, alright, and she's also an accessory to royal espionage. Her voice is like honey butter, and it soothes me right to sleep, which makes it a finely honed weapon that lets her strike when you least expect it. You cannot trust this woman as far as you can throw her, trust me on this one. A very nefarious creature indeed, I must say. And you know what? Fun fact, despite being very British, she actually doesn't like Nando's. She actually prefers McDonald's. Very suspicious, Miss Mara, I have to say. Very sus. You can't trust British people. Who knows what they're hiding? I definitely don't. I'm sorry. I'm terminally American. God knows what they're doing on that island. I don't think I want to find out. Then, of course, we have the lovely Phyla Einrose. A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. I'm gonna be real, I can't even make up anything nefarious about Phyla for the joke. She's just really, really sweet. I love her so much. She couldn't hurt a fly. Just ignore the cannibalism and cult activities. Yeah, it's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Then, of course, we have, last but not at all least, the lovely Quetzu Solscale. She's an ancient entity that only pretends to be a god to soak up sacrifices in her name. Her tokus is also bigger than mine, which is an enormous problem. Horrible, huge problem. Huge problem. Terrible. She's number one on my list. Evil. She's also, I believe, the smartest out of all of us, but when you're stacked up against the likes of me, that really is not hard at all. I'm dumber than a rock. So yeah, these are some very dangerous criminals. You cannot trust any of them. I swear, ugh. It's terrible. You cannot trust a single one of them or a single thing that they say. I don't know how this got in here. This this has to be a mistake. I'm not. What is that? Treason? Desertion of my post? I didn't do that. Me? This has to be some kind of mistake. I wouldn't do that. It's not true. It's not true. I would never. Yeah, I don't know how that got in there. That's really weird, guys. It must be a fucking clerical error. I have no idea how that happened. Moving on from any of that, I have no clue how that happened. Anyway, well, since it seems I can no longer go back to Umbra Corp because they are after me, it seems I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in VAllure, huh? So, as I'm here and you are stuck with me, let's talk about some of my goals in VAllure, which I definitely didn't join just to escape from the long arm of the law. Starting off, as you're, well, in my presence, I am going to be doing weekly ASMR streams, and at least 2 ASMR videos a week until I crash out. Until my fragile little body just collapses under the weight of so much pressure. Yeah, until I pass out from stress, that's what's gonna be happening. I hope you're not sick of me yet, because I'm sticking around. Number 2, a Sinthya visual novel by yours truly. I would actually love to collaborate with the sweet Willo to make maybe please consider this, Forbidden Gen 2 visual novel. Please consider, it could be pretty cool. Please consider, I would like that. I mean, you want to spend more time with us, right? You want to give your hearts and your souls and your minds to us, right? Why not hang out with us again after stream? You want that, don't you? Good boy, that's what I thought. Oh, you learned so quickly. Number 3, I want to get good at FPS. As I said before, I am not the most amazing gamer in the world, so you're gonna hold my hand and teach me, right, sir? Good. I'm glad that we agree. Awesome, wonderful. Number 4, I would love an ASMR collab with every Gen 2 girl, and every Gen 1 girl, and every one ever. That's a long list. I'll fucking finish this someday. Number 5, 20K on YouTube, maybe someday in the far-flung future, like 55 years from now, maybe, I don't know. Someday we'll get there, bro, someday. Not right now, probably, but, you know, someday if I'm particularly lucky, that would be pretty nice. You know? And with you at my side, I know we can do it. And you know how you can help get to that goal right now? Subscribe! Oh yeah. Now, drumroll please, here are my tags. If you like what you see and you want to see me somewhere else, I don't have a general tag, I'm not that smart. Also, I really hope you like the impromptu censoring of my art there. Thank you very much for that. Can't show that on YouTube, no siree Bob. My art tag is Cynthia, had to snag that one. My alternative art tag is Sinnerthea. My memes tag is Silly Thea. Are you noticing that I really like play on words? Are you considering that I really like naming conventions by now? You should. My live tag is Sin Snipes. Now some of these were indeed suggestions from you guys, which I really appreciate because I'm very stupid. So thank you so much for the suggestions for that. Clips is going to be Clipload and the fan name Well. I haven't gotten around to naming you quite yet. We're probably gonna pick that out in my 2.0 tomorrow, which I hope you're here for. But I'm quite partial to the name Love Bites. If you are as well, maybe we'll stick with that. And here is me in all my edgy glory. It's a darn crying shame you cannot see my tuchus in this one because it is covered by my skirt. That's very sad. I wish you could see it. It's my best asset, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then we have you, my lovely, wonderful, lecherous, horrid little companions, my comrades, my partners in crime, lecherous little bloodsuckers. Look at you, you're a terrifying, bloodthirsty killing machine just like your mommy. And I'm sure some of you do want to call me mommy, but please be warned, I do eat my young. I think Mara's a safer bet if you don't want to, you know, expire too early. I may accidentally end up drinking too much and, draining you dry, but, you know, only if you misbehave. Don't worry about it too much, yeah? As long as you're good, that shouldn't be a problem, right, baby? Right, my good boy? That's what I thought. So well behaved. So good. Now, here's my schedule for the upcoming week. Debut 2.0, and I'm happy to say the first game I'm playing is Ultra Kill. Because of course it is, because I am nothing if not horribly predictable. Ultra Kill, first game, then Trick Shot Simulator to see how horrible my aim really is. I'm sure you'll love to see just how bad it is. And then we have our lovely Gen 2 Pico Park collab after that, same day. Kind of a stacked week. I hope you don't get sick of me, please. Then we have ASMR Pampering Nurse, ASMR first week, whoa mama. And then a stream on a different website. I don't know what website it is, guys. That's really weird. I thought there was only YouTube. Did you? Wow, am I on other websites? That's crazy. I didn't know about that one. Apparently I'm streaming on another website on Saturday at about 3 p.m. EDT. I didn't know about that one. Really? This is news to me. Wow, guys, it's almost like you can go find that somewhere. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, after that, Resident Evil 2, the remake, not the original, so sorry. And then we have my credits. Thank you so much to the lovely people who made me who I am today. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm your problem now. Thank you so, so much for bringing me to fruition, sweet thing. And I believe after that, that is the end of this lovely little introduction I prepared for you. But all is not lost. We still have a bit to go over now, don't we? You're not done with me quite yet, you silly little thing. You can't get rid of me in a way that matters. What did you think this was? You thought you could get rid of me that fast? You're insane. So I would like to quickly just run through. Here's what I look like, head to toe, top to bottom. We have my shoes, my stompers. I'm sure plenty of you want me to step on you just like this. You're gonna have to earn that right, baby boy. Then we have, oh, my AK, mwah, 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 chef's kiss, and look at that, there's you on my thigh. How did you get there, you silly thing? You silly thing, how'd you get there? You're not supposed to be there, silly. What do you think this is? You're not supposed to be there. The gun can, oh, wrong one. The gun can come, oh, there we go. On and off, you know, to see me in all of my glory. Okay, yeah, fine, you can get more steppies, you inconsolable creatures. Yes, yes, fine, I'll step on you more. God, so needy, so needy. God, you're so needy. What about my needs, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. And then we have tummy time. And I got some, you know, some guns in my holsters. You know, I stay strapped. I don't have to get strapped. And then we have my bandolier, very cool, full of really interesting things. And hey, that's Cynthia. How'd you get here, Sin? How'd you get here? And then I'm sure you saw, yes, the hoodie can come off. And we have my lovely holsters on my shoulders. I hope you like the mouse. That's our special little friend. This is me. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And of course, when you start acting up, I have this baby to keep you in line. You're not gonna misbehave, right? Sorry, what was that? You thought you could leave the basement? You're really funny now, aren't you? We're gonna quickly run through some toggles too, because I believe I'm stepping a little close. Haha. So we have shock, horror, the crazy thing Sin says. Then naturally anger when you inevitably piss me off again and again and again like a bad boy. Then blush, because we can share some intimate moments together, right? And sad. You're gonna see this one a lot. Happy. Just kidding. It's terrified. I just lied to you. It's actually horror. Huh? And this, of course, is me when I see my next meal. I know you're gonna taste delicious, and you'll get better and better the longer we spend together. Isn't that right, baby boy? I know, you're such a good boy for me, aren't you? You and I are gonna get to know each other very, very well. Isn't that right? And as long as you keep behaving, we won't have any problems. Isn't that right, baby? That's what I thought, my good boy. Oh, you're already so well trained. I may not even have to put you through boot camp, honestly. You've already been so good for me. But we're gonna have to see how long that lasts. I'm sure with enough time I can break you. And you'll thank me for it, won't you? Now I believe I need to lead you over to good friend and noted criminal, Ceru Foxhound. Just remember what I told you about her, okay? She's a criminal. You can't trust a thing she says. Now, I expect all you new recruits are gonna behave for me like good boys as I'm gone, isn't that right? That's exactly what I thought. No, I think this meeting is already over. I'll see you on the flip side, all you delicious new recruits, and I'll see you at our collab on Willow's channel just after Ceru's. Now go behave for her, won't you? Carpe noctem, you cute little things.